the best answer that I can give you is I wanted to do it for my family and my friends because my mother and my father, you'll see if you read my book, you'll see that my parents they died for me.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million in sales? And today we have a surprise. Joining us from United States, we have an author and speaker that's gonna be sharing with us a lot about his life, a lot about his story, which is brilliant. So, Hans, can you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Adam Elnekaveh. I'm the author of Rebuilding Adam, the book series, and I'm here to say hello to you all.
I had to congratulate you, and your story is very inspiring because someone that have an incident like you have this type of accident, right? And to go
Yeah,
to the hardship that you have, yeah. The easiest path is to go on drugs and to get lost, right? And to commit suicide and to
depression.
give depression and to give up on life. So where do you find the strength? Yeah, and I think that this is also says a lot of you about as an entrepreneur. Yeah, how do you find the strength? Like look at you before that accident, you are like Superman, a bodybuilder. You can achieve anything. You're smart. You're writing an app that probably could be could be sold for millions and millions of pounds. You are on top of the game. You're healthy. You are strong, right? And something happened that let me tell you something. I was born in Cuba. I ride the motorcycle, and I was doing exactly the same like you. I never wore a helmet because nobody was wearing it. The police stopped me several times. They put me penalties, and I didn't wear a helmet because when you are 18 years old, 19 years old,
Divertido.
the whole point, the motorcycle. My dad, uh, a friend of my dad saw me in the motorcycle and
Wow.
told to my dad, "Look, Harry's riding this motorcycle too fast with no helmet and so ever." And my dad heard about this and he saw the motorcycle and bought me a car. And I was so upset. Look, I was so mad at this guy. And oh, this is not telling true and the whatever. But the truth was that, like you said, the universe was giving me signs all the time. And but when you're young, you feel that you are, the king of the world,
Superman.
is unstoppable, and
Yeah,
the motorcycle, with no helmet, you feel very powerful and so on, right? So it's it's really hard. I know because we work with similar cases here in the United Kingdom. It's really hard process from to
yeah,
go that you are 100% on top of everything. You're the king of the world. You are healthy. You're sharp. You're smart. You can make millions. You can do that. You don't need
yeah,
anybody else help. And all of a sudden, in one day,
yeah, yeah,
everything gets taken away, and you need to start all over from
yeah,
scratch. Yeah. So, where do you find the strength? Uh,
yeah.
what keeps
And
you motivated? Like for example, you said that even your first book is part of your reading because you start to write it. So somehow you want to be alive. Somehow you have that confidence within you that you want to be you again, and you're gonna make
yeah,
it no matter what. So where do you find the strength?
what you just said was very important because you say that you feel like Superman. And I felt, when I was a bodybuilder, when I was an athlete, I never had an injury. I never broke
Wow!
my arm, never broke my leg,
Despite
never
that you were
had.
lifting heavy stuff and things like that, people get injured very
I,
easy. Yeah?
yeah. And that's why my book, originally, the name of it was The Invincible's Tragedy. Because
Oh wow!
I
Like the
felt
title of your book.
invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so basically, as as I was going through my life, recovering, it's not a movie. It wasn't, oh, he died and he came back and he's
Yeah,
super strong.
it was
No,
for
no, no.
real. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was I was scared. I was in doubt. I didn't I didn't trust myself. I
Wow.
said, "Wow, you hurt yourself this bad? You almost killed yourself. Like, are you capable? Are you capable? Would a girl want to date you?" I was single. I was actually this is in my book. I was dating Miss Miami in my gym.
Wow,
I was
really?
dating
Wow.
I was dating the
Miss
most
Miami.
beautiful Miss Miami.
Wow.
Well, let's not tell everybody. But I won't say which year Miss Miami.
Wow.
But I was dating the most beautiful girl in the gym. Everyone looked at her, and I was dating her. And I came back with my injury. She saw me with my skull broken before my cranioplasty. She saw my skull. She saw me walking like this, like unable to walk. And once in about 9 months, almost 1 year after my injury, I started to develop a little bit of confidence, right? A little bit of confidence. I messaged her. I said, "Hey, how are you? Do you want to have some coffee? Hello, say hello to each other." And she made me feel like I was crazy. She said, "Whoa, this is weird. Why are you always messaging me?" She started to make up lies to make me think that I was crazy. She said, "Why are you messaging me so much? This is weird." And I looked at my messages, and the last message that I ever sent her was, "Hey, I'm getting on the airplane to Thailand. I love you. I'll talk to you."
Ah, wow.
That was the last time I ever messaged her. I have it up proof on my phone. But she made me feel crazy because I had a brain injury. She said, "Wow, this guy is nuts. I should make him feel like he's crazy. Maybe he'll leave me alone." So, so going back
So
to your
from
answer,
where you find it, because definitely exactly people actually what they do, they check out on you when this happens, right?
yeah, yeah,
Everyone.
it's
So from where you find the strength that you have doubts, you feel lonely, then even you reach for a girl after a year and look what she's telling you, and you're working so hard by yourself trying to write the notes and following everyone. So where you find this strength to think, I'm gonna fight for my life, I'm gonna fight for my body, I'm gonna be good again, and I don't care what my ex-girlfriend think, I don't care what anybody tell me, I'm gonna break through. From where do you find the strength?
this is a very good question. I've had many many interviews, and I never really got this question. It's a very easy question, but I never got this question. But it was a combination. I think it was a combination of once being told by the doctors that I'll never walk again. I was said to be paralyzed. I was in a wheelchair
Wow.
for 4 months, and then I was in a cane for another 4 months, and then I had a leg brace for another 3 months. But then, as I was recovering and doing my rehab, and I was able to stand up, and I was able to walk, and I was able to move, you know, it told me that, everyone is wrong. They said I'd be stupid. They said I'd be paralyzed. They said I wouldn't be able to think. Even in my book, I go to the DMV, which is where you get your driver license in America. The DMV put me in a room because they heard about my brain injury. They put me in a room and they interrogated me. If someone cuts you off in traffic, will you run your car into them? If someone crosses the street, will you run them over? Will you
Wow.
hurt people? Yeah, because when you have a brain injury, America doesn't trust you to drive, for
Wow.
safety of people.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a severe brain injury,
Yeah, yeah,
severe,
yeah.
you know. So they
Wow.
don't want you to they don't want you to drive because
Oh
they're
my God, if you
scared.
cannot drive in US, you don't have a life if you cannot drive in US.
Oh, in Los Angeles, if you don't drive in Los Angeles, you
You don't
are
have a life.
done. New
Yeah.
York, maybe you can survive, but
Yeah.
Los Angeles, no, no, no. You need to drive. Yeah.
I know.
So, uh,
My
so
dad lives
yeah,
in Miami.
Oh, nice. I
So I
love
travel a
Miami.
lot to US. I'm aware. Yeah.
Mini South America, huh?
Yeah, because we're originally from Cuba. Yeah.
Muchas
So,
personas de Cuba.
okay. So maybe I don't know. Was your belief to that
An
you can
accept. I just didn't. Yeah, I just
you
did
didn't give
not.
up on yourself?
I just, I told this joke many times to my friends. I go, I can't go to the UPS store and return my body. I have what I have. It was my
Wow.
decision. It was my decision. But you know what? I think the best answer that I can give you is I wanted to do it for my family and my friends because my mother and my father, you'll see if you read my book, you'll see that my parents they died for me. My mother slept on the sofa in my hospital. She slept on the sofa in my rehab, my sleepaway rehab. She was by my side every single moment, every single night.
Wow.
She moved out of her house. She stayed at my house, my apartment. She left her boyfriend of 15 years to stay with me. She left my sister in the house. My dad invested, he took loans to buy me a house. He took loans to get me stem cells. He took loans to help me get hyperbaric oxygen chamber. Hyperbaric oxygen chamber is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's about $160 per session,
Wow.
and I did over 100 sessions.
Wow.
My father took loans, and and then he had his son work for him. I was not very smart I was recovering. My first job was basically just to follow him around the office, just following him in my cane, following him. And then after a couple of months, he put me in the call center, to sell shoes. That same note that I used on the grocery cart to speak to
Wow.
girls, I had it on the phone to speak to
Wow.
people. So everything is connected.
And now
So
you're running the
my
fire stores.
parents,
That's very impressive.
sorry.
And now you're running the fire stores. That's very impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm running 5 shoe stores, and now I graduated from that. I'm running the wholesale department. I'm
Wow.
running the art department, and I'm running the Amazon department.
Wow.
So I'm
Wow.
running 5 departments now.
That's
So yeah. So but the stores is book one. So let's stop right there. So the stores, just the stores, solo stores, is book one.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.